Taylor King here, Truck Center Manager at Big H Toyota Trucks. Heninger Toyota, I want to talk to you about the last couple of 2015 4Runners that we're offering to you. This one that you see here, this is an A package 4Runner. Toyota discontinued this package for the 2016 model year. This is the entry-level 4Runner with cloth interior. Still comes pretty well equipped. Most of the important stuff is there. The thing that I like about the 4Runner, and I can prove that I like it because I've owned two of them now. I own a 2015 4Runner. They don't build vehicles like this anymore. This is what I think of as a traditional SUV, a sport utility vehicle. And those three words have a lot more meaning when applied to the 4Runner. Most of the competition in this price range and this size are more of a crossover vehicle, which are built on a car or minivan chassis. The 4Runner is a truck. It's based on a truck chassis. This truck rides on a ladder frame, a truck chassis with a body bolted to the frame. The engine, it's a big truck engine. It's a 4-liter dual overhead cam, 24-valve V6 with dual VVTi, 270 horsepower. It's got plenty of power for cruising on the highway, but more importantly, a lot of bottom end torque. You know, for off-road situations or pulling a trailer or whatever you want to throw at this. It's an extremely durable, almost industrial style engine. Just rock solid, completely bulletproof, and lots of bottom end grunt that you can really feel. Come around to the side here, you can see the 4Runner has more ground clearance. It sits a little higher. Big tires on it. They're a truck tire. A little bit more aggressive tread. These are Bridgestone Duelers on this one. People that drive 4Runners, including myself, one of the things that we like about it is the seating position. You sit very high. The cowl line, that is the dash, the base of the windshield, sits about level with your chest, whereas you get into a lot of the newer crossover style vehicles, you sit much deeper in them. This feels like you're sitting on top of it almost. So you have excellent visibility all the way around. You have thin pillars, vertical glass, really easy to see out of. As you can see, it's still pretty complete. Of course, all the basics are there. Your power windows and locks, cruise control, the 6-inch touchscreen display with Bluetooth, power seat. Like I say, all the important things are there. If you see the big silver knob next to the cup holder in front of the shifter, that's another feature that gives the 4Runner away as more of a traditional sport utility vehicle, and that's a part-time 4-wheel drive system with a 2-speed transfer case. So as opposed to the sort of full-time, the all-wheel drive powertrains that you see in your typical crossover vehicle, this is more like a truck. If you were to drive a Tundra or a Tacoma pickup truck, you'd have a similar setup where you have a 2-wheel drive mode, which drives the rear wheels. You have a 4-wheel drive high range, which locks it into 4-wheel drive for high speed, and you have a 4-wheel low, which you only see on trucks typically for extreme terrain, crawling, that sort of thing. Obstacles off-road, really deep mud or snow or sand, that sort of thing. Being a true sports utility vehicle, not a crossover vehicle, it has true off-road capability if you ever wanted to use it for that. Standard running boards on the 4Runner, very easy to get in and out of. This is a 5-passenger version. The 4Runner is also offered in a 7-passenger configuration, which I'll show you later. In the 5-passenger version, you've got a very low cargo floor here. These seats in the back, these will fold down flat. So that puts the utility in sport utility vehicle, right? You can really load this thing up with a lot of gear, and multiple configurations for the seats too. I'll show you a 4Runner Limited, which is the top of the line, the other end of the spectrum from this. So this one here, it's the same chassis and the same engine, with some styling differences. You can see more chrome accents. You can see here the little sensor for the parking sensors, the sonar mounted outboard, so you can tell if you're about to hit something, how much room you've got. You can see the mirrors have the integrated turn signals. These rims are 20-inch rims. Toyota had special tires designed for the Limited. These are 20/7 wheels, so they're tall but they're narrow, which helps with the fuel economy a little bit. And these Yokohama Geolandar tires, in a very unique size. This is the only vehicle that they're made for. They're exclusive to the 4Runner. Really, really good tires. The major difference, I mean, this Limited has all the the creature comforts and technology and convenience features you'd expect. But the major difference, something you can't quite see from here, it comes with a full-time four-wheel drive option. So this is not an all-wheel drive like you'd see on a RAV4 or a Highlander or equivalent. This is a traditional four-wheel drive system, but with the addition of a Torsen center differential, so that it runs in four-wheel drive all the time. The Limited has all the creature comforts. Of course, it's got perforated leather seats. They're heated and cooled. There's ventilation that blows cold air through them in 3 different settings. It's got a better stereo. It's got a JBL stereo with, I think, 10 or 11 speakers, one of which is a subwoofer. So it's got that really hard-hitting bass if you like to listen to your music loud. It has a surround effect to it. Again, just a little bit nicer inside. A few extra creature comforts. For example, all of the window switches are one-touch automatic up and down with pinch sensors. This one's actually a 7-passenger. The Limited can be configured as a 7 or a 5-passenger. So this has different seats altogether. These middle row seats are on rails, so they can be slid back and forth. And if you come around to the back, you've got a 50-50 split third row seat here. I don't recommend these for adults or for long trips, but for kids, they're great. There's enough legroom that small kids could sit back here. Yeah, we've just got a couple of these left in 2015 model year. These 2 I've just showed you, and a couple other ones, and they're on offer for really great lease rates. The 4Runners have exceptional resale value, so when you lease them, it gives the owner a lot of options when the lease matures, because the vehicle holds its value so well that we never have people returning them at the end of the lease. They always have equity, typically, so they'll trade them, use their equity towards a new one, or they'll buy them out and keep them, or they'll sell them and pocket that extra equity as cash. So a lot of really flexible payment terms and more affordable than you might think. So like I said, only a few left. Come in and check them out, and we'll see if we can find the right one for you.